Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jack Chang here, and today we're going to do yet another property review. It is... Okay, I need to zoom in because it's not obvious. Laurel Residences at Bangsar South. So yes, a very small, very small signage here. Laurel Residences Bangsar South. But that's not important, yeah, because this Laurel Residence is in a superb location. We are in Bangsar South again. In my previous reviews, I think my last one was actually Goodwood, which is just beside. The one beside these two is Goodwood, same developer UOA. This is what we are going to review today. Yeah, these two towers here, Laurel Residence. Okay, this is the guardhouse, spans all the way here. Parking is the lower floors. Of course, this is a 42-story building. Yeah, 1,260 units, so 630 units each block, leasehold. And you have a couple of layouts, but generally they are rather, I would say rather small. Yeah, nothing more than 1,000 square feet. So 6 layouts. The smallest is type A, 495 square feet, 1+1 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. And the largest is a type D, 900 square feet if I'm not mistaken, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So what's so special about Bangsar South? Okay, someone's pushing a trolley. Yeah. Why is there a trolley? Because here, where she's going to walk through, right, that's the entrance, the car park entrance into Nexus. Yeah, the Nexus Bangsar. And this is a mall. Okay, this is a nice neighborhood mall with ready F&Bs, solid, good F&Bs. Yeah, not those crappy ones. And you even got down there, you can see emergency wellness lounge. You've got a medical center here. Okay, and even a convention center. And I mean, Bangsar South is really self-sustaining. Yeah. Besides this mall, of course, you have a transportation hub. You have a solid working population because there are multiple corporate offices here. All of them are MSc certified. And yes, just so much to talk about Bangsar South. But yes, without further ado, I think we'll head in. Let's go. Okay, we are within the compound of Laurel Residence. 2 in, 2 out, the guardhouse, very standard. Immediately, I want to address this thing. So there's this display, the number of car parks, you know, higher floors, lower floors. Why do they even show this? So for Laurel, they have actually a very unique system whereby the car parks are not allocated. You don't get a specific lot, unlike the more traditional ones, right? Upon your purchase inside the SMP, it's actually stated which level, you know, which lot number. No, this one is basically free parking. Yeah, each one, let's say you get one lot, you can scan in, you enter, you park wherever there is parking available lots. Yeah, this might sound weird to most people, especially us Malaysians, but it's actually very common in Singapore for private condos. You get one car park, you enter, you find any car park, you park. And why is this good? Because it's efficient. Yeah. So if you're early and there are available car park lots on the lower floors or even closer to the lift lobby, you just park there. As simple as that, right? You don't need to turn all the way up, you know, to your car park. Or likewise, if your car park is in the traditional one, if it's, let's say, near the lift or in the mid floor, it's always empty. Yeah? If it's a better one, people want to utilize it. It's not utilized, people can utilize. So that is why there you will actually see that indicator, the number of car park availables. Yeah. This is the drop-off. Very nice. You know, look at that. And look at that. This is their grand lobby. Okay, I like the water feature there. Okay, let's just take a quick walk on this floor because there are some facilities and I don't want to come down again to show the facilities. Look at this ventilated cement blocks. Yeah. Very nice, the design, right? You got some water feature here and you got more water features on the other side also. Okay, we'll just take a quick walk around. This is the block A. The entrance is there, by the way, for this block A. lobby. So the 2 blocks multi-purpose hall is down here on this floor. Of course, it's locked. Mail room. Quick glance. Despite it just being VP, you got a lot of stuff already. And you got this go-wise locker, which is very nice, good. So for those of you who have bigger items, you're supposed to utilize this. Yeah. Bathroom, nothing special about bathroom, not going to touch. Management office. So management office is here on the ground floor. This is Sunday, that's why it's closed. This is currently they're using it as the VP office. And of course, this place has Time Fiber. So if you want to subscribe to Time Fiber, please do use my link below, my referral link below. You get extra RM50 off. Of course, the current offer, you also get 1 month free. And for 600 Mbps, it's only RM99 for the first 6 months. Defect office, function room. But yes, the key point, if you want to get Time Fiber, not just for here, yeah, but anywhere, as long as you want to get for Time Fiber, you can use my referral link below. So that's half of it. This is going back again to the start. And that's the water feature. So you got on both sides here, both also you have water feature there also. Main lobby, of course, you have to tag in. Oops. Okay. Okay, I was tagging in at the wrong entrance. This is Tower B, right? It's supposed to be Tower B, not Tower A. Very, very big space here. And here, with all these openings here, so it's ventilated. Yeah, it's not stuffy. And the lift, they actually split it low floors, high floors. Yeah, so total of 6 lifts here. Of course, you have your lift bomba, but 3 lifts essentially is serving the low floors and 3 lifts are serving the high floor. So we're going to the high floor, this side here. Let's go. Okay, we are actually in LG5, lower ground 5. And before we head up to review the unit, I just wanted to show something unique about this development, which is it has dual entrance. So besides the main one, the guardhouse, there's actually another entrance towards the back of the development, yeah, on LG5, directly into the car park from the back, yeah. And I'll show you later that this part here is actually Pantai Hill Park, yeah. So there's actually 2 entrances, very, very unique. You don't need to come through the front. If you are towards the back, you are taking NPE, you can go straight and you can enter from here, yeah. So very, very unique. And also I wanted to show all these indicators. Remember at the start I was saying that it has a sort of a free for all, you know, you can park anywhere you want as long as it's empty lot. Yes, so this is like a parking mall type of indicator, right, where you can tell whether the lot is occupied or not occupied. So very, very good. Yeah, you can park anywhere you want, yeah. Doesn't need to be a particular lot. So those, again, if it's, all this is empty, you want to park here, it's close to the, you know, the lift, then by all means you can do that. Okay, now that we have reviewed this, the car park, let's head out to review the actual unit. Let's go. On the lift, we are on the 29th floor. So this is towards the higher zone. And the lift system is split as such that there are 3 lifts that serves the higher floors and 3 lifts which should be on my right hand side here. It's covered up. These 3 lifts on this side serve the lower floor. So with this, obviously you have a much more distributed and efficient system whereby, you know, this only for the higher floors, right? As opposed to using all 6 for all floors at any one time. And so it's a square unit. square layout, you have a total of 15 units. Of course, the bigger units are towards the end. This is the lift bomba, separate altogether. Your meters, and you have your other utility rooms, including your smart TV, your fiber, at the other side, towards the back of the other lift, the 3 lifts. Conventional refuse room. So you've got 3 doors. 1, 2, and 3. This should prevent the odor from leaking out. So this is the unit that we are going to review. It's a Type C, 590 square feet, 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Very, very quite clean, nice facade here. A lot of space for your shoe cabinet, more than enough, right? Because again, this is only a 2-bedroom unit, and you still got some space for this side here. And look at the door. So the door, there's also some texture to it. Yeah, it's not a pure, plain white door, which is flat. Stepping in, okay, it's under renovation. Yes, I know. And to be honest, this part here, Bangsar South property is so high in demand. Yeah, I'll talk about that shortly. But what I want to show is this part here. This is the kitchen cabinet. All these are provided. There is no yard. As a matter of fact, for all the layouts, right, only one layout has a yard. Most of it all don't have yards, and most of it actually are very similar in terms of the layout. So like this is a 2-bedroom. Yeah, you got the 2-bedroom here. The bathroom is here, shared bathroom. There's another variant of a 3-bedroom one, which is a dual key also. This part here is all the same. This part here of having 2 rooms, 1 shared bathroom, and then outside here is the area where they actually split it. When you enter, you actually split it to another room on this side here. That is the dual key unit. So as far as layout is concerned, it's very optimize and copy and paste in that sense for execution. Quality stuff, of course, Tekka. This is the DB. It's at this corner here. It's a single phase. Let's talk about shall I talk about the view first? Okay, no, let's talk about this room first. Laminated timber flooring. Yeah. This window looks out. This is the shared bathroom. It's a bit confusing because this door leads to the master direct access. Nice big tiles, 2x2. Yeah. Regale sanitary ware for your sink and also your water closet. And you have built-in water heater above the water tank storage type. Water tank storage type is much more, obviously it's a cleaner look, it's not there compared to the instant one, which is not so nice. But that being said, the instant one saves electricity. While the tank storage one, you usually need to wait for a while, for it to heat up. And of course, one of the advantages of the tank one, right, is that the water is actually can be distributed not just for the shower. You also can use it for this. But for this, it's only a single source, single pipe. So they don't split the hot water here. Some developments do. Yeah. Since you already have hot water, right, you have it for your sink also. Nice big doors. This looks solid. Yeah. Oh, it is solid. And this goes all the way to the side there. Yeah, it's almost wall to wall. The aircon compressors, all is hidden towards this back here. So it eats into the space of the master bedroom. But it's okay, I feel. I'd rather have a bigger, nicer living room. Yeah, look at that. So this has a nice view. Yeah, part of it is Bukit Gasing. Huge green lung there, Bukit Gasing. And then down here are the older phases of Pantai Hill Park. But still very, very nice. I somehow have a nice... I like this stuff, old, low-rise properties, right? Yeah, and look at the design. This is very Mediterranean style, with all the high palm trees. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah. So much greenery all around, all the trees. Yeah. Sunday morning, look at that. Peaceful. You wake up. Of course, this is tempered glass, so you get that see-through view, right? So nice. Yeah. So nice. Yeah, of course, this is the aircon. So you got 3 aircons, 2 for the rooms, 1 for the living room. Yeah. That is NPE. Quiet. Nice. There is a MRT Circle Line upcoming. So besides the walking distance one, the LRT, which is the Unity Station, and also Kerinci, there's actually another station coming up here. Yeah, I can't recall exactly here, but it's somewhere within this Pantai Dalam area. That's the MRT Circle Line 3. Yeah. I think should be around this area, if I'm not mistaken. From here, I would say it isn't too far. Let me find out the exact location, but if I were to guesstimate, it's actually under 1 kilometer. It should be that, somewhere this area here. I'll say this larger area here. Okay, let's head back in. What else? So it's nice. Very, very compact, 590 square feet. Again, you can't expect much. TV wall is here, sofa is here, small dining area here towards the wall. You stick it towards the wall. And this is the master bedroom. So the master bedroom, if you recall, we had the aircon compressor right behind here. That's why they can't give you a full window panel. It's only 3, but still okay, because at least they also give you all the way to the bottom. That's the very least they can do, right? You can't give a normal one, you certainly have to expand it to the bottom, given this is again Bangsar South. Yeah. Aircon is provided. There's the box up. The box up, I believe, is for the aircon piping. And also you get laminated timber flooring. So this unit is going to be fully furnished. If you want to rent, buy, sell, reach out to my buddy here, Darwin, and also Robert, both of them. Many units available, but here's the thing about Bangsar South. Properties are snapped up really this quick. So you, as and when you want, you have to inquire, you really need to make fast decisions. Bangsar South is an area where property is really, I would say, appreciate decently good, and supply demand is very, very healthy. It's a good expat, and I'm going to talk about this working population during my facilities tour. Okay, but yes, that's all for the unit review. Now let's head down and check out the facilities. Let's go. Stepping up the lift, we are on the 5th floor. So this is the main facilities floor. No other higher sky facility. Similar like Goodwood, the one just beside. Also by UOA. We have a function room. Can I enter? Oh, it's closed. Okay, yeah, usually you have to book, so not surprising, but very simple lounge area. You don't have a TV actually, so it's just a simple lounge area. Okay, how am I supposed to walk around this side here? So this side is Pantai Dalam. You know, interestingly, right, the whole of Bangsar South used to be sort of this, right, sort of slump area. And within 20 years, you see there, those buildings there, that is the huge working population of Bangsar South. You know, you're seeing just part of it. Daytime working population is about 70,000. All these buildings, yeah, came out in the past 20 years. That is how fast Bangsar South has transformed, and that's why there's so much demand for the properties in Bangsar South. Properties in Bangsar South is just a couple of days. It will not cross weeks. You know, you put it up very fast, you'll be rented out. There's a very strong rental demand. And actually, I even have friends or colleagues, right, that work in city center, KL city center. They rather rent here and take the train because it's so close, walking distance, and go down all the way. Yeah, take that short train station right. Yeah, which is only 7-8 stations. Okay, let me explain. Hydrotherapy. This is a spa. There are two of it. How do I switch on? Should be this, right? Yeah. So two of it. So yeah, that's why Bangsar South has been such a strong, good case, you know, for investment. There's a lot of investors that like this place, extremely good ROI, and even the earlier phases, yeah, which where's that direction? I'll show you Pantai Hill Park. That is also appreciated a lot, you know, since it was launched 20 years ago. Yeah, Bangsar South, so many offices. The figures, stats, just yeah, for you to know, there's actually 11 million square feet of office space within Bangsar South, and as I said, a working population of 70,000. The expat estimate is 1,005, yeah, the head count. So there's a lot of demand for this area here. The gym, okay, the people exercising. Should I head in? Okay, maybe a quick one. Okay. Just a quick one. Okay. Matrix equipment. Okay, better not disturb. When you're into your rhythm, right? All these plants though, I don't think they are they real? They don't look real to me. I think they're fake. Yeah. They must be doing a damn good job if it's real, but I don't think so it's real. I think it's fake. This is the kids pool. Yeah. Garden, yeah, this is of course the one for adults. Splash pool for kids. Yeah. Crazy this Bangsar South. Let me see. Such a success story, Bangsar South, the way it has transformed over the past. Of course, there's some dispute also previously, right, over the history of this place, and you know, should they drop the Bangsar South name and should they revert back to the original name, which is Pantai Dalam. I think the consensus is that they will keep Bangsar South, yeah, the name. Children's playground. Very small, nothing much. very simple facilities for, but it looks very dense and very nice landscape with all this greenery. But again, as I said, all these are likely, I could be wrong, but I think it's a fake, oops, okay, there's nothing here. But all this is likely fake plants, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so yes, this is the older part, yeah, of Pantai Dalam. All these projects were the one that really kick off the transformation of this whole area. This is actually Pantai Hill Park. Specifically, this is the Andalusia face. Yeah, and it's you can see Mediterranean, Spanish inspired. And this is a development by YTL. More than 20 years old. The property price has appreciated a lot. Now, a 3-bedroom one, you can easily go for 700,000. 4-bedroom one is more than $1 million. Yes, appreciated a few 100% from its selling price 20 years ago. Yeah, more than 20 years ago. I think it was developed in the late 90s. Yeah, 1990 something. Yeah, so that's close to 30 years actually. Yeah, this whole area here, all this is by YTL land. Also leasehold, by the way. Yeah. So this whole big plot, the whole 60 acres of Bangsar South is actually leasehold. A lot of sitting here. I wonder if this is a BBQ area. Likely it is. You got a sink there. You got space for your there. You got space for your BBQ. Yeah. You got a lot of tables. Yeah. You can easily sit, be comfortable with. Yep. So yes, that's about it. That sums up the review of this particular property, Laurel Residence at Bangsar South. If you're interested to get a unit, do remember to reach out to Darwin or Robert. Their contact is below in the description. If you want to invest, I would say this is a very safe bet. Yeah, this is like Desa Park City. Demand is there. There's a strong expat demand. Super self-sustaining, this whole area, and everything is already developed. I think that's the thing that I like about this area, right? F&B is all the Sphere, Horizon, everything is there, and these are big brands. The F&Bs, right? There are a couple of them which have more than 1,000 reviews, 4-star plus. So that tells you how matured and how established this place is, including the eateries. And of course, for public transport, you can always consider here, and also go down to city centre. Yeah, it's only 7-8 stations away to KLCC, to KL Central. Very convenient. Yeah. Okay, so yes, that's my take on it. Last but not least, of course, smash the like button. Feel free to share this video with your friends or family. And thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, I hope you've stayed until the end because I have additional footage. I realized I can't do justice to Laurel Residence or Bangsar South if I don't show this part. Yeah, so this is inside Nexus, the shopping mall just opposite at the start of our video. Got so much options here. You got Sold Out, Fuel Shack, Stuff, Brussels. You have Starbucks here also. Yeah, you can see there. Boost, Kopitiam, White Kopitiam, Tea Life, a grocery. Nice to see you. Secret Recipe. And of course, opposite here is The Vertical, yeah, and all the other, there are a lot more options, F&B options. Really spot for choices, yeah, and this is, again, it's just right opposite Laurel Residence, yeah. You just cross the street, and here, this is level ground, by the way. The one that we were at, the entrance, right opposite Laurel, that is actually level 3. So we're going to head back towards the lift. We're going to take the lift up, and I'll show you, really how convenient and how close by this whole area is. By the way, this is the main artery road, yeah, for Bangsar South. And if you go all the way down in about maybe 500-600 meters, that's where you will hit Federal Highway, yeah, and also where you have your LRT station, yeah, Kerinci LRT station, and also Yumsi station. So now we are going up. We are here, dining services. This is where we're going to go, yeah, level 3. Let's go. Stepping out of the lift. Yeah. So this is the car park. And there, right opposite, at the start of our video, that's the entrance to Laurel. So that's how close we are to Laurel Residence. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Once again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Do smash the like button. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!